It's been 1 year since I first got a Rezo cut, and this is where my hair is now. Hi everybody! So it has been 1 year, 1 whole year since I got my first ever Rezo cut at Rezo Salon. And if you don't know what it looked like when I first cut it, it looked like this. And then I did an update 6 months later where my hair looked like this. It was growing, there was life, there was everything. And now this is my 1 year update. Honestly, I have not cut my hair this entire year except for my bangs. I will say that. Except for my bangs, I have not cut my hair. And my bangs, like, if I didn't, it would have honestly probably been down here because my hair has been growing very fast. I will say it is a lot healthier. There are some things I still need to work on, still need to fix. For instance, learning that my hair is low porosity and that it needs a lot of moisture, but also how to get that moisture in. Now, as you can see, this is a year in and I still, for the most part, have that same shape that I wanted when I got that Rezo cut, because you know it kind of makes that circle that frames your face. And initially when I first got it cut, you know, that first time I was like, oh my gosh, this is a square, it's not a circle. Kind of is a circle, it's a rounded square. And then as it got longer, it really started to make that circle shape. And one of the things I was worried about was when it gets way longer, even like past shoulder length, if it would kind of keep that shape. Right now, what I really do appreciate it, and if I look here, is that it does still have that circle shape, especially when I bring everything to the front. How it is, it really just, it's even kind of all around, just really works. And even though the parts that I did not cut have gotten longer, it does still frame my face. Now, I will say one thing though, like when I put it back, it's still kind of there, but if I turn to the side, it's kind of flatter. And that's mainly because obviously my hair is growing out, so I will definitely have to get it trimmed at some point. Not right now because I'm in the middle of this video. I'm not 100% sure when I'll go back, but at least from what I can see, everything kind of just lines up, and as it grows, it's all staying in shape, even if my curls are of different length. I did say in a video before, like the bottom half of my curls are much straighter than the top half of my curls, and when my hair would grow out, that gap would kind of increase. Since I got this Rezo cut, that hasn't happened. My hair is still like all in line, as you can see, with each other, which I'm thankful for. So that one big issue I had with other hairstylists and other people who cut my hair, even just me like trying to adjust that piece by myself, I haven't had that issue. So I'm very thankful that the Rezo Salon and Rezo stylists do pay attention to the different curl patterns you have, which is why you obviously get your hair cut dry when it's with them. Dry, no product, no nothing. And just to point out here, the only thing that's in my hair is water. Legitimately, nothing else. I took water, I took a Denman Man brush, and I just brushed it through. So this is like my hair without product in it. This is just with hairbrush and water. And obviously that is why it's a little bit frizzy. There's nothing to kind of keep everything together. But also I've kind of go off and on with maintaining my moisture balance, but for the most part, what can I say, like I did not expect that a year from now my hair would still have this type of shape where everything is still kind of rounded, everything kind of still works together. The only thing I would say is, like, I do notice one side, this side specifically, when I got my Rezo cut first, she said it was a bit flatter than this side, so she kind of cut it different than she did on this side, and as it's getting longer, I notice like this side is staying more voluminous, whereas this side is starting to look flatter. I guess because there's different layers on this side than there is on this one. So that's the only thing. And obviously I think you're gonna probably trim your hair more often than not, and just getting a trim with the Rezo salon is a lot cheaper than doing the Rezo cut. And then after you do the Rezo cut, obviously so far the shape stays the same, so that trim will probably be all that you need. But yeah, I am just very, very grateful to actually have a cut like this that has maintained its shape so long, especially because I haven't cut it in a year, just to see how it grows with this specific type of cut. And just to see that, like, I don't even know, I don't really know the words to say, but I am utterly thankful that my hair has kept its shape, and I didn't really have to think about like, oh my gosh, let me just keep all my hair up in a bun, or like I need to get my hair cut right away because X, Y, and Z, it's not keeping its shape, my curls are looking weird. No, it's not that at all. And also, since then, I remember my first trip, they had mentioned, hey, because of your type of hair, try not to use cream products because they're gonna heavily weigh down your hair. Use some more gels. I did use gels, and I will say my hair does look more defined with gels. My curls are more tighter, but every once in a while I do put cream in my hair just because I feel like it gives a more softer, thicker curl. So that's one thing, really just learning what products work for me, how they work for me, and a lot of that I feel like I started to really push more towards or be more aware of thanks to the advice they gave me during my first ever Rezo cut. Now, I will say one of the great things about the cut was that they do talk to you about these things. They talk to you about your hair, what you use, any recommendations they have. Obviously, they recommend their own products, but for instance, why they mainly use gels and things like that. So it's kind of like a little hair consultations and a cut all at the same time. So now that it has been a year since I have gotten a Rezo cut, and this is really where my results are at, which is obviously length. It's growing fairly fast in comparison. I think when I first cut my hair it was like up here, and or maybe like right around here, and it's grown a couple more inches. I do feel like my hair has been healthier. My shape has stayed the same. I've kept the volume, and on top of that I do feel like my hair is a lot healthier than it was. But also, then again, when I did cut my hair, it was because I had a lot of damage from curly hair products that were no longer made for curls, if you know what I mean. But overall, this is where my Rezo cut journey has brought me over the course of this year. And once again, this is my first time I got it cut. This is my 6-month update, and this is me now. So if you have gotten a Rezo cut or you're interested in getting a Rezo cut, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what worked for you. Tell me where you're at now. Tell me like what has helped your hair, what hasn't helped your hair. Even if you're not a fan of the Rezo cut, what type of cut have you gotten? You know, let me know that all down in the comments below. Thank you so much, and bye.